Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I am Dwiko Maria, and on this video I'm gonna talk about an article that produced by Harvard Business School, and the title of the article is 7-Eleven. I hope you guys in a good condition, and I hope you can enjoy this video until the end. On this video I'm gonna divide it article by 5 parts, and the first one is introduction. The 7-Eleven, there is a pilot of change. Come from the leader, the scale, and the challenge. The leader, there is a switch or change in, and based on this article, the leader introduced Jim Kais, the CEO who took over in 2000, used the metaphor of him flying his own plane to describe his focused leadership. So, on this article, Jim Kais is a good leader because he can fly over the leadership skill to took over 2000 things. And the second is the scale. 7-Eleven is a global giant with over 25,000 stores at the US, Canada, and also on 17 countries around the world. And 7-Eleven has a challenge. By transforming a 75-year-old brand from a traditional stop-and-go shop into a modern and data-driven retailer. So, in the early era, 7-Eleven was a traditional market, but on the Jim Kai's hand, the 7-Eleven became a modern market. The second part of this article is the core strategy. It is retailer initiative, and it is divided by 3 conditions. The first one is shift in mindset. Moving from a centralized push system, what the company wants to sell, and then change to a pull system that come from what the customer wants to buy. And this is the shift in mindset because there is a change between the system of the market itself. Previously, the 7-Eleven was a system that what the company will sell, but actually after Jim Kai's as a leader, 7-Eleven become a system that will hear the customer wants to buy. And then empowering store managers. It is about the managers in the shop, especially giving local managers to the tools and data to make their own ordering decisions based on their specific neighborhood's needs. So by the local managers will know about the environment in the locals area, will consume, especially on their specific neighborhood's needs. I think each area or each neighborhood had different needs. So this empowering store managers should become a good strategy because 7-Eleven knows the specialty or the specific neighborhood's needs in every area. And then the customization. It is about understanding that a store in a business district needs different products. I said it before, on different environment or on different neighborhoods, it has the different products that they need. For example, it is, I think, for the fresh salads, than a store near a high school, because on the store that close to a high school, a student will needs such as snack and then soft drinks, etc. But on the traditional neighborhood, they will need fresh foods, especially fresh salads. And then the third part, it is about the operational transformation. The operational transformation is divided by three conditions. The first one is distribution. Distribution model, discussing the move toward a combined distribution center. This allows for daily deliveries of fresh food, reducing inventory waste and ensuring product freshness. So it has a relationship between this part with the previous part, because the customer on the traditional neighborhood will need the fresh food, and then on this operational transformation will become the stock of the things on the shop, from the snack or soft drinks become the fresh foods and fresh drinks. And the distribution model has also reducing inventory waste. The 7-Eleven reducing waste that produced by the shop. And then number 2, technology and big data. The implementation of advanced point-of-sale systems. Every transaction provides data that helps predict trends and optimize stock. So this program or this technology will know about the trends on the future, and also it can optimize stock on the store. And after that, there is a supplier relationships, redefining how 7-Eleven works with big brands like Frito-Lay and Coca-Cola to ensure better logistics and exclusive product offerings. So on this part, 7-Eleven have to be a good relationship with another supplier, because it will raise their operational transformation, right? And then because of the supplier relationships, it will cause the better logistics and exclusive product offerings. So the products that sell in the store will be good or better than before. And the products that sell in the store will be fresh and up to date. And also, because of the technology that used before, the 7-Eleven will know the stock in the store exactly how many products that left in the store, and also when will they buy again the products from the supplier. I think that is a good operational transformation that caused by the Jim Case, the new leader. And after that, there is a product innovation. So I think on the part before, I said that the 7-Eleven have changed with their products, start from their their instant products to the fresh products like the food and the drinks. And there is a product innovation, the fresh food focus. So this one is a good move, or is a good change, because previously the 7-Eleven only sell the instant product like cigarettes and beer. on history, these were the top sellers because not everyone, most of the people buy the cigarettes and beer. But on the new product innovation, especially when Kais as a leader, Kais shifted focus to fresh foods like sandwiches, pastries, and salads, and proprietary brands. I think Jim Kais is a good leader because he can think the new product innovation, because most of the people needs that, and I think it will become a good store or a good move. And despite of the change of the fresh foods, the 7-Eleven also has the quality control, establishing high standards for fresh products to compete with fast food restaurants and specialty cafes. Because of the change in products innovation, 7-Eleven has to compete with their competitor like restaurants and cafe. And 7-Eleven had to make a quality control for their products. So this idea is a good one. And then proprietary brands, creating unique 7-Eleven branded products that offer higher margins and brand loyalty. So despite of the products that come from the supplier, the 7-Eleven also has their unique product that produced only by 7-Eleven. So this will be the identity of 7-Eleven because the product produced by 7-Eleven itself. And the last part is conclusion. There is a results and future outlook. Because of the strategy and then innovation, the 7-Eleven has the financial success in highlighting the 29 consecutive quarters of same-store sales growth and the significant rise in stock price from $9.14 to nearly $17 in 2 years. Only in 2 years, the financial rise rapidly. And the lesson we have to learn is about the success in modern retail is not just about location, it's about information and speed. The innovation that 7-Eleven had is about the strategy and then the technology that they have, and also they can make a big move to change the products or to make a good relationship between the supplier. So the success in modern retail is not just about the location, it's about information and speed. So if we will build a store or a business, we have to look at the technology, and after that we have to make speed in big data and also in technology. And the last one, closing thought from Jim Kais successfully reinvented a legacy brand by combining 75 years of history with 21st century data science. So I think Jim Kais is a good leader because he can become a good example for other store or for other retail company, because 7-Eleven has a good success, has a good innovation, and also until now 7-Eleven is still exists around the world, especially in the modern country or in a developed country. So I think it is a good example from this article, and thank you. I hope you guys understand what am I saying. That's all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.